is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 43, verses 1 and 2. The pride of the height, the clear firmament, the beauty of heaven, with its glorious shew, the sun, when it appeareth, declaring at his rising a marvelous instrument, the work of the Most High. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutations to the elect men who continue to push this true gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shabbat Shalom, Akim. Shabbat Shalom. All right. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the word ignorantly calls God, and Jehovah and Yahweh. His true name is Yahweh, which means he exists. His son's name, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ or Yeshua. His name is Yahweh Shai, which means he is the Savior. He is the deliverer. Okay? And the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Salaki, consist of the so-called Negroes, so-called Latin-speaking people of the earth, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Cubans, the so-called Haitians, so-called Jamaicans, so-called West Indians. Okay? Those are the real 12 tribes of Israel, of Yashala. Okay? And the name and the title of this video is going to be End Times Prophecy. More signs in the heavens. More signs in the heavens. Okay? You have a ring of fire solar eclipse happening this weekend. A ring of fire solar eclipse happening this weekend. All right? So I'm going to read the article and I'm going to get to some precepts. All right? Solar eclipse 2020. Annual solar eclipse to take place on June 21st. Likely to be visible from parts of North India. Okay? Because you just had a blood moon that took place, okay, a couple of weeks ago in this same area. All right? It was the Heavenly Father bringing these things. Okay? He's bringing these signs. All right? It's the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 14. And I'm going to read it verbatim. And God said, which means power, the Elohim in the Hebrew, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So these signs in the firmament that divides the day and the night, the sun and the moon and stars, okay, are all signs, okay, that point to something big happening, okay? It's like when Yahweh Shai was born, it was a sign in the heaven, all right? So this thing that's coming, this solar eclipse, ring of fire, is going to bring destruction. It's what you call an omen, okay? A great evil. And we know that great evils are coming up on this earth, and they're going to increase, okay? Like I said, you had a blood moon happen a couple of weeks ago. Now you have a solar eclipse, okay? And following 2 weeks after this, you're going to have another blood moon on the 4th of July. And the previous blood moon, along with the solar eclipse this weekend, is happening all in the same area, all right? And we finna see. It says, Earth will bear witness to an annual solar eclipse Sunday, 21st of June. A solar eclipse occurred when the moon passes between the sun and the earth. When this happens, the moon blocks the light of the sun from reaching the earth. The shadow of the moon is then cast on the earth. There are three types of solar eclipses. First, there is the total solar eclipse, which is only visible from a small area on earth. The book of Luke. Let's get Luke. Luke 21. That's Luke 21 and all. I think that's 25. Salakia. Big old Bible. Luke 21. Luke 21 and let's get Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Signs in the sun, sign in the moon, sign in the stars. We're seeing the chariots, what the world knows as UFOs. We're seeing those more increasing. Esau, the so-called white man, he knows these things. That's why he's running for cover right now, because he knows but he have a short time to deliver his new world order. Okay? These elite bankers, they know these things, man. And the Most High is speeding these days up. He's shortening these days for the elect's sake. Okay? So back into the article, it says, all right, for the phenomenon to occur, the sun, moon, and earth must be in a direct line. All right? The book of Matthew, chapter 24. All right? And verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay? The Most High is going to shorten these days for the elect's sake by sending these signs to speed up these prophecies. Okay? You got earthquakes happening everywhere. Tornadoes. We in hurricane season down here in the south. Okay? You got fires that's happening everywhere, man. Okay? And you got a ring of fire. That's a major sign. You had a blood rainbow that happened this week. Never before. That's the power of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, to send a blood rainbow. Last week, before we had camp with the Mississippi brothers, we had a rainbow that happened before our camp. And shortly after that, a few days after, you had a blood rainbow. I think it was in Canada. Okay? All right? Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, Jacob's trouble, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Back into the article. Second is the partial solar eclipse, when the sun, moon, and the earth are not exactly lined up. It seems smaller and does not block the entire view of the sun. Because like I said, you're going to only over there in Australia and India and Africa or whatever, okay, the land of Ham, okay, is going to be 99.4%, 94.99%, okay? And it says, instead, the moon in front of the sun looks like a dark disk on top of a larger disk and appears like a ring of fire. So you're not going to see this over here in the West, okay? The New World, America, Babylon the Great. You're not going to see this one here, okay? But on July the 4th to the 5th, the blood moon is going to be visible over here in America, okay? And the Most High is going to rain on y'all party with a blood moon. While y'all out there celebrating your fireworks and everything, doing your barbecues, a blood moon. Death is coming, okay? More famine is coming. A global famine is coming. Pestilence is coming, okay? These are the beginning of sorrows. More plagues, okay? The beginning of evils, wars and rumors of wars. The RFID chip is coming, okay? Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept. The book of Acts. Let's get Acts. That's Acts the second chapter. Acts 2. Acts 2 All right, and I start at 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days which we're in, okay, the end of Esau, the so-called white man's kingdom. We're at the end of his rulership, okay? Read it verbatim, saith God, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. That's happening. Brothers are having all kind of prophetic dreams of 2/3 of the nation of Israel being killed, being melted by Yahweh's chariots. Okay? You're having visions, reading the scriptures with vision. Vision of you ruling over these heathens in the kingdom, meditating on terror. Okay? The elect men having visions of getting beamed up. Okay? And it says, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Verse 18, and on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days out of my spirit, and they shall prophesy, which we're doing. We're prophesying these things. The word prophesy means to say before. The things that we have said before are coming to pass. And I'm going to get that in 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter. All right? Acts 2:19. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath. The earth beneath. Signs in the heavens, the sun, the moon, the stars, solar eclipses, blood moons. Okay? Job 39:17. We seen the crooked serpent, me and my elder. Okay? And in the earth beneath, which we're in, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Woo. Verse 20. The sun shall be turned into darkness, solar eclipse, and the moon into blood, a lunar eclipse, before the great and notable day of the Lord, the great and terrible day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He's going to send these signs upon his return. Okay? And these nuclear ICBM missiles is going to cause this also. When that radiation enters into the heavens of the firmament, it's going to cause the sun to be darkened, the moon to be blood red. The stars are not going to shine. These things are coming. Okay? And Joel's 2nd chapter goes into this also. All right? We can get that. All right? So back into the article, the last little bit, it says solar eclipse 2020, time and date. Back what I was saying earlier about where you're going to see it at. It says, this year the annual solar eclipse will occur on the 21st of June, according to time and date. The eclipse will begin at 9:15 a.m. and will end at 15:04 p.m. The maximum eclipse will be visible at 12:10 p.m. The eclipse will be visible from parts of Africa, including Central African Republic, Congo, and Ethiopia. Salakia. South of Pakistan and northern India. And China too will be able to see the eclipse. So you're not going to see this over here in the West. Babylon the Great, aka America, will not be able to see this. Okay? But destruction is coming. Okay? The book of 2nd Ezra 9. Let me get that. 2nd Ezra 9, I'm going to read all the way down. 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And we're doing that through the prophecies. We're seeing the times. This is signs of the times right here. Okay? The signs in the heavens. Okay? And when thou seest part of the signs pass, mean when you see it come to pass, which I have told thee before, the regeneration, reincarnation, which is in the Bible. He told me these things before, so when you see them, okay, then thou shalt well understand. When you see these things, then you shall well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest, the most high, Yahweh through his son Yahushua, will begin to visit the world which he made. The most high is here. He's visiting the world which he made. Okay? Isaiah 29:6. That's another precept. Okay? Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, which every day, all day, if you have the earthquake app, they happen all day, every day. Just alone yesterday, New Zealand was hit with a vast array of earthquakes. Okay? and uproars of the people in the world. What do we have today? Uproars of the people, civil unrest, insurrection, sedition. Okay? Not only over here in Babylon, America, but over there in Haiti, Venezuela, London, Beirut, okay? Iran, okay? Europe, Paris, they're all over. Uproars of the people. Earthquakes in diverse places. All right? Verse 4, 2 Ezra 9 and 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, before the creations of the world. The Most High was speaking of these things, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. It is manifest, it's evident. You're going to see these things. It's going to be clear. The things that were written in the book, you're going to be manifest by seeing it, visualizing it, okay? And 2/3 of our people still can't see it. 2/3 of the nation of Israel still cannot see the signs that are being manifest before their very eyes. That we've been out there prophesying and telling them that it was coming to pass, you still can't see it. So it's nothing left for you to be but what? Destroyed. All right? 2 Ezra 9 and 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. The signs are what? Are in the heavens with the blood moon, the solar eclipses. Okay? The chariots, the so-called UFOs, flying everywhere. Okay? And they're going to be done by effects, through earthquakes, through pestilence, uproars of the people, nuclear weapons upon this earth. Okay? Yahweh Shah coming up on his chariots, okay, melting everyone. Okay? That's not a part of his elect. Okay? Isaiah 66 and 15 and 16 goes into that. So the Most High is going to send signs, okay, and he's going to send them through effects. So after these signs happen, these solar eclipses and blood moons, okay, it's going to be an effect. Something that's going to take place upon this earth. We don't know. According to Isaiah 55 and 8, okay, I can get that. The book of Isaiah, chapter 55. I had 55. I don't think I have it in here. Then that page got ripped out. Oh, here it is. Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, saith the Lord. Verse 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So we don't know how the Most High is going to do this thing. We didn't know entering into 2020, they was going to start off with a bang with the IRGC, the Iran commander getting killed. And ever since then, just prophecies been happening. Back to back, it's not slowing down, okay, and they're going to increase and get worse and worse. All right, ended off with this precept right here. The book of Joel chapter 2. All right, Joel chapter 2 and verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. That's where we at right now. And you're seeing it through the signs. Okay? So the Most High has his prophets out there proclaiming that these things come to pass. And when you see it come to pass, know that a prophet has been among you. Okay? As it says in the scriptures. So with that, hope this video has been edifying. The Most High is sending these things through signs and effects. All right? Facing the east according to Daniel 6 and 10 and Ezekiel 8 and 16. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to who? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah, Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who continue to push this truth to all the four corners of the earth. Shabbat Shalom, Makim. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Abal. When you see these things happen, look up, for your redemption draweth nigh.